Have you ever heard of a place called Centralia? It's been the setting of many horror films and is often referred to as the town that burned forever. And there are even rumors of ghosts walking its smoke-filled streets. So let's take a look at this cursed little Pennsylvania town and what really happened here. It all started in 1962. In the early 1900s, Centralia was just a normal mining town in Pennsylvania. There were around 1,000 people who lived here in relative peace and quiet, working the mines and living their lives. But everything would change in May of 1962. On May of that year, some workers went over to an old abandoned strip mining pit. They started a fire and decided to burn off some trash, which was apparently a common practice. But they didn't know that this fire would eventually grow to become a nightmare for the entire town. See? The fire quickly spread from the trash dump into the abandoned mine shaft. Before anyone knew what was going on, the flames had spread through the underground tunnels. These abandoned coal mines were located directly underneath the town. And the fire started to spread through the network of tunnels. To make things worse, there wasn't any way to stop it. Firefighters couldn't get inside to fight it. And it wasn't long before the effects started to show themselves. As the fire burned through the mine shafts beneath the streets, the ground began to buckle. The earth cracked open, creating deep fissures all over the town. Smoke started pouring out of the cracks, and residents could see that the smoke had a strange purple or violet color to it. It didn't look like normal smoke. Instead, it looked like poisonous fumes escaping from the underworld itself. And these fissures kept getting bigger. Eventually, they were wide enough to swallow cars and houses whole. One day, a young boy named Tommy Lipinski was playing near the street with a friend when the ground suddenly split open right underneath him. Tommy fell into the fiery chasm, and his friend desperately ran to get help. When firefighters arrived on the scene, they saw Tommy's shoes sticking out of the hole, but they couldn't save him. No one could. Tommy was lost forever in the underground fire. But that wasn't all. The townspeople noticed claw marks on the edge of the hole. It looked as though Tommy had tried to claw his way out of the hole after falling in, but no one could survive being buried alive by the earth and fire. Or so everyone thought. Some believe that Tommy survived and now lives in the tunnels with whatever else is down there. To make matters worse, as the night wore on, the residents noticed a horrifying sight. Red light started to glow through the cracks of the buildings. It looked like veins of fire spreading through the streets. Every building was eventually affected by the fire, and most of the town either burned or collapsed. The situation got so bad that authorities had to condemn the town and move everyone out. Most of the houses in the town were completely destroyed by the fire, but others remained standing, albeit abandoned and empty. Today, the town is completely deserted and remains closed off to the public. So what's so haunting about all this? Well, the story doesn't end there. For after the town was evacuated, strange things started happening again. Even though the town was supposed to be empty, people started seeing strange apparitions wandering around. A lot of reports claimed that people could see strange figures walking through the smoke-filled streets. They described these figures as being human-like, but distorted and twisted in strange ways. Sometimes they would be standing in one spot for hours, just staring into the distance. Other times, they would appear to walk right through the walls of the buildings. The most terrifying thing is that the witnesses were never able to get close enough to get a good look at these creatures because every time they tried, the figures would simply vanish. There was also the case of the woman in white. She was reportedly seen standing in the window of one of the condemned houses. People saw her moving back and forth, pacing back and forth as if she was waiting for someone. But when police went to investigate, she was gone. Some claim that the ghost of a woman named Mary Jane lives in the area. She was supposedly killed by her husband when she was cheating on him. And now her ghost wanders the town looking for revenge. Even the cemetery wasn't safe. Some of the crosses had fallen over, and others were completely moved from their places. It looked as though someone had walked through the cemetery during the night and overturned all the headstones. But how could this have happened? There weren't supposed to be any people in town. So were these ghosts real or just tricks of the mind? Some think they might have been caused by carbon monoxide poisoning. After all, the entire town is filled with toxic fumes and gases, and these gases can cause hallucinations. So it's possible that these strange sightings were just tricks of the imagination. But there's another theory. Perhaps there really is something down there in the tunnels. Remember the boy who fell into the hole? He survived, sort of. Maybe he lives down there with other creatures and entities. Whatever they are, they seem to hate outsiders. Maybe that's why the strange beings attack anyone who goes down there. So, what really happened to Tommy? Did he live on somehow and now rules the underworld along with whatever else is down there? Or did he perish in the fire, leaving his spirit trapped in the town forever? No one knows. Now, remember that the mine tunnels go deep below the surface, deeper than anyone has ever been. But surprisingly, these tunnels are full of methane gas. It builds up down there and has nowhere to escape, so it's highly flammable. And it's believed that the methane mixed with oxygen and caused the explosion, taking Tommy's life. This might explain why he is now haunting the town above. But all these theories will probably never be proven. Most scientists agree that the fire will continue to burn for another 100 or even 200 years. So there's plenty of time for whatever is down there to grow and multiply. One of the more bizarre aspects of the fire is that despite the intense heat, not a single tree in the surrounding forest has ever caught on fire. Scientists don't know why the fire doesn't spread to the outside, but it makes sense to keep the town abandoned. Who knows what other horrors await anyone who ventures too close? Today, the town is considered haunted. Many people visit the town each year, either to witness the strange phenomena for themselves or to pay their respects to those who died. But most of them never go back. After experiencing the eerie atmosphere of the abandoned town, they start to hear footsteps behind them, even though they're alone. Others report hearing whispers and strange voices echoing through the streets. Some have even heard children laughing and playing, even though no one has lived in the town for decades. These experiences have led many to believe that the souls of those who died in the fire are trapped in the town and doomed to wander its streets for eternity. So what do you think happened in Centralia? Do you think the ghost of the boy who died is still trapped in the town? And if you enjoyed this video, check out some of my others about haunted places. Thanks for watching.